Okay, we look to be going again, so let's see, 0 to, we'll say 5. And go ahead and set this up like we normally do. Alright, so that's when we're starting. And in creative mode. Alright, let's see, nothing is moving, right? Oh, come on. We seem to be turned off. Yeah, we're turned off. Alright, we're turned on again. I think we're turned on again. Let's double check here. Maybe we're not turned on again. No, I would have to say we're not turned on again. There we go. So we got 2 of them that work. We have a serious lack of power here. And how bad is it? Oh, it's very bad. 7.10 kilowatts? We're just barely operating with 2 heaters. Well, okay, so we might as well clear our inventory, and once again, they did not return anything. Yep, they sure did not return anything. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to find some more uranium. Or we're going to have to make a whole lot of solar panels. I mean a lot. So let's see here. Where are we likely to find some more rods? You can put stuff up, but they will not return the rods or the parts that you used to make something. And the rest of it is not any use of us right now. Let's see, we didn't go far enough, did we? I'm starting to think that this is really not going to work out because they're not going to return anything, so, and I don't actually have to collect any resources. Alright, I think we're getting where we need to be. Let's see if this is it. No, this is uranium. This is not what I need. Yeah, and I gotta use explosives to get in there. I need uranium, not iridium. Iridium, or however you pronounce it. Oh, there's a golden one. Let's see what's in here. Well, there's one that we need. Good question. Is this actually a waste of time under creative? It could very well be. It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah, nothing there. That's another blueprint, most likely, yeah. And, that does seem kind of backwards, does it? You try to do this a certain way, they won't give you back the materials. And there's no mushroom there either. Let's see, there's another shortcut right up in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is, right there. Well, we do need this, and we do need those. We can get by without the other stuff for now. Might just be spinning my wheels, taking the time to collect this stuff. Yeah, all the evidence does point to the fact that collecting stuff is really not what this game mode is about. And can I get over this? Yeah, we're right back where we started. Alright, so we need to go through and keep to the right. Oh, we may not be able to though. Yep, they're not letting us through. Yep, if it's hopeless, they will not let us through there. What else? What else? I guess what they want me to do is use teleporters or whatever system I want to use to just, you know, bounce from one location to the next. Mushrooms. There's the mushrooms. Well, I guess we can't say it was a total waste of effort. Wait a minute, there was another mushroom in there? No. Eggplant. Well, I guess we could pop over the top that way, but let's go this way. We've already been down that way. I don't think I checked this one out though. There's another mushroom. Okay, we'll go ahead and leave the rest up for next time. There's another way we can bounce over the top. But instead of doing that, let's go back out the primary way. See, there's not a... no, I don't see one. Another chest back up that way. And there's your landmark, the big wheel. I don't know why, but I think I should go ahead and gather resources the old-fashioned way, since I'm trying to simulate what it's like to play the game in normal, or I say standard game. But it does not seem to be the objective. Yeah, sure doesn't. Because they're not giving me back the materials. That would be suggesting that I really wasted my time doing it this way. Since I never get hungry, I never get thirsty, and I never lack for oxygen. Yeah, there's the place where you need to use explosive so you can get access to that starship. That's completely buried. Well, I do want that and that for sure. Oxygen multiplier, well, seems kind of unnecessary in this game now. Let's see, I think there's another one right around here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out of here. And I think there's another one right up in here somewhere, isn't there? No, maybe not. Yep. I just got this gut feeling that they don't want me to do all this running around, even though I'm showing anyone who's watching this where stuff is located. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this another power station in. One of the better ones. And then reinstall the heaters, since they seem to be requiring me to go ahead and put all the machines in. Alright, so at this point we would want to put another one of these in. Okay, that looks pretty squared up. Alright, so now I want to go up here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and dump the stuff we've been collecting here. And let's see, let's go, where have we been dumping these? Well, let's dump them right here, I guess. And the red stuff, we usually dump it right in here, but we used all the rest that we already had, so. Okay, so let's get back up here. And we'll have to go upstairs and put these back in. Yeah, that one does look slightly forward. There we go. Now it looks even. Okay, and if you played in the game in a normal fashion, you would go ahead and put in some more. And notice we're not bringing down the power anymore. And I don't think I could squeeze one in there, but I'll try it. Well, I'll be darned. All right, now let's see. Did we unlock anything else? Inventory increase. We did that. Grass spreader. We did that. Oh, flower spreader. That's what we didn't do. We've done a couple of those now. So I need to do the... Oh, yeah. Open up this here. T2 jetpack. Okay. And now we can send off a T2 GPS satellite. So all this down here is just, as far as the game is concerned, that decoration. It doesn't really mean anything. If I use it for anything else other than decoration, I'm not gonna get it back. Okay, well, anywho, how we doing on the water? Alright, see how we doing. 87%. 88%, so it's gonna be a little while yet. About about 4 or 5 minutes, I guess it'd be before it's fully mature. Now I want to get out here and I want to start putting up the flower spreaders. So we'd come down and this is what we would use. And there's all the items you normally would collect. And I don't want these too close to the actual base. So I would try to get in between our grass piles. And we've got to put something in there. So this is about all we got to work with. And then I'd want to put one probably over here somewhere, because we do need to feed our bees that we're going to be installing it at some point. It's not going to help much with oxygen. They don't have much of a booster attached. That looks about right. And we can do one more with something that looks like a flower, so we'll put it right in here. Alrighty. Now if I remember right, I finished everything in here, didn't I? I got all the crates and stuff that has useful items in them. But anyway, we would want to clear this completely out. Hop and spacebar, hop. Alright, looks like we got all the crates out of here. Got the crate from over there. Come on, quit messing with me. Still got a crate here. Basic stuff. And we won't be coming back until we can open up the T2 deconstructor. Alright, and then the next one is either we would either have to go to that one out there in the desert area, or we'd have to go to the one that's up there. Whoops. And I normally go to the one that's in the desert area. I can't really give you a reason why, I just do. So let's go see what we can find in this one here. If we could find some better flower seeds, that would be good. Or some more mushroom, because we do need more mushroom. And it's very common to install another recharge station right about here. And I usually put it on this hump right here. Seems to be a good distance and a good location. A little bit about there. And then I put the door on this side because see how much of a distance we got. And this seems like the better choice. Recharge our oxygen supply. And you got basically a door right there and basically a door right here. The other ones are a little bit on the small side, not quite as tall enough. And I've never found anything up here in this area. Maybe they'll change that one day. But we could go left or right. Now I have a tendency to want to go left first. There's not much in here until you go up, until you use the stairs. Then you got crew quarters. And this is where you can start finding more packets. I really wished I could upgrade my torch, as they would say in European countries. Flashlight in Americans. And then we got this over here. More mushrooms. The rest of it would be okay, but not necessary. And yeah, I'll go ahead and take those. I probably should focus on these instead. And let's see, I don't guess there is one back in here. Then we got this side over here. Squash. What's that? Squash? Yep, that's squash. And we gotta collect all those we can. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay, well, let's see. Let's organize it first. What would be of low importance to me right now? Well, this would be a good example of using the buggy. Got it. Now I'm full, so we would go out. We would throw down our rover. There should be only one way in and out right now. And then we would fill up the rover with all the current inventory. So we use the tab key, we right click, drop it, and then we would go in the back here and we would transfer everything in there, sort it, and we don't have the option where you got unlimited oxygen. All you gotta do is pop into the buggy for about a second or two, then pop right back out and you've got all your tanks refilled. Okay. Now let's see, we gotta go this way. Grab everything we can. I'm not gonna bother with claiming the boxes. I'm just gonna worry about grabbing all the seed packets and stuff that we can. And I think we left some back here, didn't we? We must have took a different route, because I don't remember that. Alright, let's go ahead and collect this so we won't come back here and think we forgot to do this one. Alright, I don't see any packets, seed packets. And remember, you're still the same rules as before. You gotta be careful about your oxygen, your water, and your food. Alright, so we've cleaned that out. So now we want to go this way. Get back out here into the center part. And then make sure that we get all these side rooms. And we're going to have to go ahead and take this beam out so that we can get back in here and check out. There's another blueprint, which is a primary way of getting things unlocked. Oh wow. How did all that get in there? I don't remember sticking all that in there. But apparently the game did. Okay, let's see. We've got COM2, another COM2, and KIP2 or CHIP2. Alright, let's take all that we can. Go fill up our buggy again. Now, if you want to mark your access in and out of here, so you don't keep going over the same routes over and over again, then you're going to have to bring yourself some way to mark. And you mark your trail with anything that glows in the dark. So any ore, rod, whatever that glows. Oh, wait a minute, not yet. We probably have room left over, don't we? Well, we've got a little bit of room left over. Not maybe a great deal, but I think we've got enough to clean it out. Because we haven't expanded this again yet. We can eventually get 2 or is it 3 more expansions. And we've only done the one side, the left side. And that's not even finished yet. Alright, so is it this one? No, we took the wrong one. This one's finished. Alright, so which way? It must be this one. Yep, there it is. And I think that pretty well finishes this side here. Because there was only 2 things that were open. We went down that way. We went down that way, yep, so that's it. We are finished. Then there's one way to get in and out. And that's this way. Now take a look at your inventory. If you got spare oxygen and all that, water, food, you still got some space left in your inventory. So now we'll start on the right hand side. Alright, so there's nothing that way. And if I remember right, this one has a reactor room. But we don't have that option yet. We cannot make the power cells. And remember what I said about these? They're usually placed to give you a clue about how to get back out. And that's, I think we're full, aren't we? Yeah, we're full. That's everything that we can collect out of here. So we do not remove that one, because that's our primary clue where we need to go next. And I think I got everything useful here. So the buggy's full, my avatar's inventory is full. So we are done. For now, that's all we can do. So we left click, and when you get close enough, all you gotta do is remember how to get back. And basically you look for your little outposts, what we call rescue pods and stuff like that. As long as we're staying fairly close to the stone walls on the right hand side rather than the left hand side, we will be able to get back. Eventually we'll be able to get a buggy that has unlimited oxygen once that opens up. And that'll make life a whole lot easier. We won't have to worry about carrying a lot of extra oxygen cylinders. Alright, so we would go here to our piles, we would organize, and we would start dumping. And let's see, we've got some of that, right? Well, we've got one. And then we've got a whole bunch of other odds and ends. Let's see, this is silicon. No silicon. Green, yeah, we've got green right here. Uranium. And then we got another rod to work with that we would need for heaters. Then we got magnesium. Well, let's go over here to the let's see, we got food. We got one. And what do we got here? We got water bottles. Now you'll have trouble making these piles like I'm doing, because you're going to be using your resources to build, whereas I don't have to. I just build since I'm in creative mode. Alright, and what else? We got the food packets. And we've been stacking those up right here. Don't need them for a while. And now we've got motors, rocket motors. Now we could send off one rocket, a GPS rocket. We've also got cylinders. We should probably go ahead and drop them out here. But these three right here, we could actually put out and grow some more flowers. Alright, so now we need to go this way and see what we found in the way of blueprints. We got another rocket, map information rocket we could do. And we got the fence. Okay, now that the fence is unlocked, I can show you another way of organizing your stuff. Let's see, we've already done that. What about under here? Alright, we've got the T2 algae generator. So that would be a good idea to go ahead and put in at least 3 of those. How many, let's see, where are they? Where are they? Bioplastic. I haven't made any bioplastic yet, have I? But that's why we wanted to grow mushrooms. So I need to put another row of these in. And they'll have to be the T1 food growers because we haven't unlocked the T2 yet. And we would want to fill all of these up with mushrooms. Okay, so now we need to find our mushrooms. Alright, so let's start right here. Organize it. Hey, what's going on here? I don't see any mushrooms. Did we get robbed again? I know I picked some up. Oh, wait a minute. We haven't checked the buggy yet. The rover? That's probably where they're at. Alright, transfer all that we can. Yep, there's all the mushrooms. Okay, so let's get back over here. And anything that's not a mushroom we don't need right now. Then we got some more green. Uranium. We got some more sulfur. Let's see, what we put these outside here, didn't we? Where did we put those spacesuits? Oh, there they are, right there. So we'll just drop those on the ground for now. Now we've got some magnesium. We've got some more red iridium. We got some more iron. Iron stack, since we haven't actually been using it, is starting to grow. And then we got these, basically they're vines. But the real important thing is the mushrooms. Okay, we didn't leave any spots unfilled. No, we did. We'd have to make some more. And let's see, how many do I have to work with? I have 3 to work with. So we would want to go ahead and do that. So we would be putting, well, actually we would want them here because they grow faster. And we've got those over here. And we've got a pretty impressive line already, but we want to extend on that line. Oh, darn, what did I do? Let's try this again. And that's the best we could do for quite a long time. Alright, now let's see. What else we got back here? Now we can put that in our pocket, as they would say. Add it to our inventory. Alright, we're getting kind of desperate for super alloy. And then we got a pile for aluminum over here somewhere. And then we've got, or did we use them? I guess we used them all. I don't think I have any more of that bioplastic out here. Nope, it don't look like it. So we'd probably start a pile over here somewhere. We do have the T2 available now for algae growers. We got some more red. We've got another fabric. There it is. Alrighty. Now the question is there anything we should be doing? We've only got one motor. Let's see, we did not finish over here yet, so we want to charge up our oxygen tanks, take 2 spare oxygen tanks, or actually we'd want 3 because of the distance. We would want 2 water and 1 food would probably do us just fine. And we'd probably want to build another shelter down here. And I think we did that already, didn't we? And by the time we get this done, this starship stripped out, we probably will have something else unlock. So first thing order of business would be drop the buggy, drop the rover, and go back to pillaging and plundering. Basically looting. I need to move over some more. That sand has got me choked off there. Now we're done with the left hand side, so now we have to work on the right hand side. And eventually we'll be coming back for the circuit boards. We've already got everything from over here. And I think we got everything over here. Yeah, we did. I don't see anything else. But we do have the option to go on upstairs. But let's finish downstairs first. Seed packets. Yep. There's one. Don't see one up there. Oh, another rocket engine. Seed packet. Yep. And I don't see any more. And we've been back here already. Yeah, we've been back here already. So now it's upstairs. Now you see these round portholes? See, they're locked. You can't get in there right now. But there is one that they will let you go into. And this is the one that's got the reactor. You need one energy cell. I don't believe that option is available to us yet. We can't craft one. Another rocket engine on the floor. Another Lerma seed, I think is how you pronounce that. Another chest. Can't take those yet, they're not unlocked. Some more seed packs on the floor. But if we come back here with an energy cell and we put it in here and it charges up, one or both of these portholes over here will open up. It's just that you got to come back to do all that because you don't have that unlocked yet. You just got to remember where it's at upstairs. And otherwise, I think we're done. Yeah, we've been in there. We've been in there. Now I don't see anything over that way. Yeah, there's nothing there. I don't think this one opens up, but it might. It just might. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't open up until they make a change to the game. And we're basically done. That's all we can do here. Until we can come back for the circuit boards and for the energy cell. Okay, so that's all we got on this trip. But we've got a lot more game to go yet. Okay, so just remember your wall is over here that you want to follow. And did we do the underground facility that's over here? I don't remember. I think we did, but I guess we better check it out here. Alright, now switch it to see if by chance there's a false wall. Nope. And our ship crashed. And this is the guy I was telling you before in an earlier episode, that he was going around putting up underground shelters here and there. So of course there's a lot of stuff we could do yet. Alright, we've got some heaters running, but they're not outside yet, so there's chances are we did not unlock any of these tunnels that are blocked by ice. But you could bring your rover in here, and if you remember where the bridges are, or of course I guess I could call this a ramp, you could drive right up here. Whoops, we missed that one. Which one is it? Is it this one? Well, one of these will let us drive right up there. And there's a future frog pond. And you would be collecting the frog eggs from it, but it's a one-shot deal. Nope, they won't let me go up there. There's another frog pond. I'm not seeing. Oh, wait a minute. Back up. We've got a thing to collect. And like I was saying before, these are the areas where you can pick up some more ice. Sometimes you can get across this stuff and sometimes you can't. And if you ever get stuck, you can always press F4. Now these buggies are basically indestructible. So you could dive off of edges and everything and not worry about it. And if you land upside down, you press F4 and it'll right side up. And this is another way you can get to the same area. But you always want to see if by chance you're forgetting something. Uh-oh, did we just get stuck? Come on, buggy, let's go. Yep, F4 time. Just keep pressing it until you can drive. Alright, let's see. Nope, the other way. There you go. Now, if you can't find a bridge or a ramp that your buggy can handle, and you have enough iron, as long as you have the ramp option unlocked, you can create a ramp. Alright, so let's go around here like this. Go around this side. And can we drive up this? Yeah, we can. Oh, try to stay off the rocks. Right click. And you can go here and grab these. Now, you've got a buggy that'll hold a lot of oxygen bottle, a lot of water, and a lot of food. So you can explore to your heart's content. And then later on you'll get the option to be able to make your buggy an unlimited oxygen. Oh, it's trying to go off. Alright, F4. Oh, come on, go. Sometimes it doesn't work. Alright, let's do the S and then F4. Now let's do the W and F4. Now let's hold down there, the A and the W, and do the F4. Okay. Alright, come on now. That's a ramp. We're supposed to be able to get up this. Alright, there we go. We made it. Now over here somewhere, we should find another spot that's opened up. Yeah, looks like the ice is gone. But anyway, in the meantime, we want to gather up all this that we can. And we would get the extra oxygen bottles and water bottles and food that we stored in the buggy's storage compartment as needed. And part of the game, a big part of the game, is exploring. You're supposed to go around and harvest and explore like crazy. And that's what I'm trying to demonstrate here. I'm going to need all of this I could collect. Because remember, we're simulating that we're doing a normal game, a standard game. So we don't want to leave this stuff laying around, even though technically I could build whatever I want to and I don't really have to do this. Now your buggy is also a good way to go around to your different ore extractors and pick up all the resources that they're making. See, there's some aluminum. And there's some more aluminum there. Alright, let's load up our buggy. Transfer it all over there. And this is when we would take out some more oxygen, water, food, whatever we needed, so that we keep it going here. Now this is the way the ice has been cleared. Now notice that's kind of got a yellowish green. See how it's got this poisonous looking gas here? Well, this is where we can hunt around and we can pick up a bunch of sulfur. Let's see, sometimes you actually want to get out of your buggy and go around like this. There's some aluminum, there's some sulfur, titanium, now we don't have a beacon attached to our buggy yet, so that comes quite a bit later. So you don't want to venture out too far before you return to your buggy, and try to keep it close by. Now if you had somebody that was playing co-op with you, or what's also called multiplayer, then they would be driving the buggy and they would be following you around. Well, we could always use more iron. And usually this is the area where you put up another shelter. Just like you did before. And for the same reason, so you can recharge your oxygen. Let's see, there's aluminum. Okay. Another aluminum I didn't see the first time. So we'll transfer all this over, organize it. Okay, now that we got this area open, either the coffee sloth. Thanks, guy. Appreciate it. Alright, so this area opens up and you can put a ore extractor in here and you can actually get some sulfur. So we would do just like we did in the other spots for the same purpose, so we could now collect all the sulfur we might want. Whoops. There we go. And then of course the first thing we do is we dump it back here. Oh, we've only got one spot left, so let's put that in there. organize it, and once our avatar is full, unless of course we had somebody with us, they can fill up their avatar's inventory also. And there's two seats. See the two chairs in the back? They could sit back there while someone else drives. But anyway, the idea is you can go around. This is one big circle, and this is what I call the sand wall. Now there's not a whole lot to explore in the sand, but you can get some super alloy. It's on the ground, so riding inside your buggy won't make that too easy to find. So you probably push your buggy right up in here in the middle, or over here where you see this other blue crate, and you just park it there for now. Right click on your mouse, and since the only spot we have left now is in our avatar's backpack inventory, is I have a tendency to go down here to the end. See, there's quite a bit of resources back here, but most of it's basic. But inside the clouded area, the sand wall, we can find some super alloy. And there's our first piece. It doesn't do much good to go up the wall very far, but you want to check out the rocks just in case they might be holding a chest. Sometimes they'll hide something down here in the crevice. And then you'll hop around a lot as necessary with the space bar. But you gotta stay in the clouds, the sand cloud here. And once it starts going up, you probably won't find a super alloy all that far up. So as long as you're inside this sandy area, there is a possibility that you'll find some more super alloy. And you just zigzag around, collect all that you can, because you could always come back and get some more. And you just run it like what I call a Z pattern, like the Navy ships would do during World War II. So the submarines would have a harder time guessing how to hit them with a torpedo, because they kept changing their heading. But you gotta stay in. Oops, that's it. That's all we could hold. So we just try to remember where we left off. Try to get a visual aid. Now sometimes if you have something that glows, I don't think I have anything with me that glows. Yeah, I do, right here. That's where I left off. So when I come back the next time, I'll look for that, and then I'll know that I need to start there and work my way through the cloud again. And since I got a space open up, we'll grab another cobalt. Now I should be full again. Yep, I'm full again. We'll organize it, and then we'll drive back to our base. Now to drive back to our base, we want to get close to this wall here on the left hand side. Follow it around. Try to remember there's a blue crate right there that we can empty out. And look to our left. And you can see that we're back in the desert, and there's that ship that we tried to empty out. Just hug the wall to the right hand side now. And hopefully we've got plenty of oxygen and water and food with us. So we're not trying to race back, because if we don't make it back in time, then you know what happens. But we can jump out from time to time into one of these rescue pods and replenish our oxygen. Okay, I think our time is up, isn't it? Let's see, 025. Oh yeah, in fact we went a few minutes over. Okay, right click to get out. And you know what I'm going to be doing, right? I'm going to be dumping stuff again. But before we log off, since we've busted our hour already, let's see what we got going here. Oh, look at that. We're almost 75%. And did we unlock anything new? I don't see anything there. How about here? No, we already unlocked that one. So we haven't done enough yet to unlock, and we need to finish this stage of lakes. By then all the lakes will be filled with water. Okay, so that's it for this time. Save it. Finished. Okay. Exit. Then we come over here and we'll end the stream and say, be well until next time. And thanks there, the Coffee Sloth, for coming by and hanging out.